So today in this video, we're going to be highlighting those 8 habits that we may knowingly or unknowingly practice that could actually expose us to contracting this deadly virus. Please remember to watch to the end. Subscribe if you have not already subscribed. Give me a thumbs up if you think this is a useful video. Leave your comments and even more suggestions in the comment sections below. I will really appreciate that. And please share. I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're keeping safe. We know these are turbulent times, but it will come to pass. Remember, hand washing is crucial. And please stay home, except you are a key worker and you have to go. Please stay home. You know we are all in this together. We need each other at this time to survive. You need me and I need you. So please follow all the guidelines that have been recommended. This is serious. This virus is serious. This pandemic is not joking, but we have all it takes to beat it. All we need to do is follow the guidelines, and hopefully God will help us. So the first one is going shopping and handling the shopping trolley. I've observed people walking through the shops. They have their gloves on and they assume that they are fully protected with that one glove. They grab the shopping trolley into the shop, handle the goods they are picking, and go back out, get into their car with the same hand glove, drive away thinking it's all is well. Please be more cautious of it. I'm not here to scare you, but what I'm telling you, you have to treat every other person as a possible carrier. Yes, everyone you meet out there could be a potential carrier of that infection, and you want to stay away from it. So if you must handle the shopping trolley, remember to go to the shops prepared. Either go with your wipes, yes, disinfectant wipes, your hand sanitizer that you use to sanitize it, or better still, if you're short of all of those, you can actually make up soapy water at home. Get your clean cloth, dip in that water, leave it damp like the wet wipes, put it in a little carry bag and go with you. When you get there, wipe it properly and discard of it before handling that trolley. That way at least you have cut down the possibility of you getting infected. So be more aware. It might be a mistake that will expose us more, but if you're more aware, then you save yourself that trauma of getting infected or getting your family infected. So, the next one, which is the second point, is your cell phone. Yes, your cell phone, your mobile phone. Remember, our hands are the most possible way that we can transfer this infection to our bodies. The only way we can possibly operate our phones is by handling them with our hands. You've been out and about, and then even in the shop, probably you might get a text message. You pick out your phone, and if you are wearing gloves and assuming that you are all immune, you are handling your phone, touching, pressing, clicking with your infected or possibly infected hands. Put it back. If you go home, it bruised there. Yeah, so touching your phones and handling your phones could be a way you might expose yourself or your family to getting infected. So remember to wipe down your phone from time to time. I know I go to a particular hospital. As soon as we start, the first thing you do when you come into the handover room, get the disinfectant wipes. Everyone does it. You wipe your phone. Your phone is one of the things you have to wipe down. So while we are trying to stay safe in this period, you could adopt that habit. Wipe down our phone as often as possible, especially when you go out and you return. Please wipe down your phone. Another one we are going to be looking at is our hands, washing our hands. I know we've talked about hand washing, and I think I've also done a demo on this video. Yeah, I will ask you to take time to actually watch it. I did a live demo on hand washing. Yes, your hand washing technique is crucial. If you wash your hands less frequently or not correctly, then you might have washed your hands, but if you miss out those key areas, then even though you wash your hands, you have really not washed your hands well enough. So one of the simple ways is making sure that those key areas in our palm, we wash it every time we wash our hands. Scrubbing. So you have your palm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These tips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The edges of your hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your wrists, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The back of your hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do the same exactly the same for this arm, and then you twist and rub and make a ladder. Make a ladder. Don't be in a hurry. If you don't do it correctly, you might have just wasted water and soap without actually achieving the purpose. And the purpose is to make sure you wash your hands clean. So please search out there and practice how to wash your hands effectively. Also, don't forget you need your soap. Your soap is the second thing you need. Wet your hands first, your soap, and then follow that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they have the happy birthday, but if you sing happy birthday and you just skip and you don't get the key areas, then you wouldn't have washed effectively. So it's important, the key areas where you used to grab the tip, wash. This thumb areas, wash. The edges, wash. In between your hands, wash. The back, wash. Do the same. Do for this and you do for that. Your wrist, of course, and rinse properly. After rinsing, please dry them. Don't say I've washed my hands, it's done. No, wet hands attracts bacteria. They are breeding grounds for bacteria and infections. So please dry your hands properly with clean towels. I personally always recommend the disposable, but I am aware not everybody will be able to manage disposable. So make sure the cloth you're going to use to clean your hands after washing is clean. So the fourth thing, I'm going to group them together, will be toilet handles, door knobs, car keys or door keys. It's important that you become more cautious. I'm going to write it out there on the screen as well. You become more cautious handling them, especially when they are for public places or shared places. So it's more than one person, and it's not just your immediate family that you're living with at home that handle them. It's important that you become more aware. Try to avoid touching them. That tap head that you're washing your hands, yes, you've gone in to do a good deed by washing your hands, but after washing your hands, if you end up contaminating those hands again by touching an infected tap, you have just ruined the hand washing. I know this sounds so annoying, but that is the truth. So avoid touching them, especially the public ones if necessary. Why don't you use tissue paper to close them? In specific areas like the hospital, they have sensor ones, so you don't have to do anything. It's more effective, but I understand even in my home I don't have sensor ones. Some people might be privileged to have sensor ones, but I know the majority of people use the ones you have to actually either lock up or snap to close. So try not to touch them. Use tissue paper, use something to lock the tap after washing your hands, and dry your hands properly. The door knobs, if you have to get tissue paper, use it. Just minimize the number of times you actually use your hands to contact, especially shared doorknobs, toilets, keys, and all of that. Remember, you don't know who touched them first, so be more aware. Another one is public transport. So if you're going on the public transport, I know it's inevitable for some people. You're meant to stay at home anyway, but I know key workers or those who have to get to emergency places, either for grocery shopping or to the hospital, they might have to use the bus. So if you have to use the bus, like every other one I've said, be more thoughtful. As you're leaving your house, be more thoughtful, be prepared. It's more of a battle that we are fighting. This is war against the virus. Yes. So prepare yourself. when you're leaving the house, get ready. You don't know who sat on that seat or who grabbed the metal. Like I said earlier, the virus lasts longest on metals than any other surface. So be more aware. That seat holder, that's a pole that you grab getting onto the bus or the tram or the train. Be aware. If you have your gloves, remember not to touch your face. Have your hand sanitizers handy, and if you have to use your hand gloves, avoid touching every other thing on your body, your wallet, your phone, with that same hand. Get into the bus, get to where you're going out, use your hand sanitizer, wash your hands, be more vigilant. So the other thing brings us back to shopping bags, handbags, or portfolios, whatever it is that you're using. Be more aware that where you place them. So if you go out with your shopping bags, reusable shopping bags, or your handbags, your portfolios, whatever it is, when you go out, be more aware of where you drop it. It's possible where you dropped it, somebody's droplet has already gone on it, and you bring it back home, drop it on your bed, on the dining table, on the chair. You don't know how long it lasted. So be more aware. And if you are the ones that are washable, wash them, disinfect them, make them safe for your use. The habit of walking around your house with the same shoes or slippers that you've gone out with. You never know whose saliva or snot you have stepped on, and you come into the house walking around in the house with your shoes. That could actually be exposing you and your family to this deadly virus. So probably the tip will be get a house slippers and leave your shoes by the entrance, either inside entrance or by the door. Put on your house slippers, walk around in your house with your house slippers. So that slippers or that shoe, you don't go out with it. That way you keep your family and yourself safe at this critical time. Also, your posts, if you're still where posts or deliveries are made, probably the best, some people believe ordering stuff and being delivered at home is safer than actually going there. Fair enough. However, when you get these deliveries, don't just grab them into your house. If it's possible, take only the content when it is delivered and discard the packaging. Otherwise, if it's something non-perishable, you can leave it out there. When I get stuff from the post these days, if there's nothing that is perishable, I actually leave it by the door, by the post, spray disinfectant over it. I leave it for 24 hours, pick it up the next day, discard the packaging before bringing it into the house. So it might look petty, but remember, we are trying to curb the spread of this virus. You want to keep your family safe. Possibly you will say, I'm in good health, yes, but if you get infected, you don't know who you're transferring it to. If everyone in your house is safe, you might be going out there and you pass it on to somebody else who is not fit enough or who is more susceptible to catching the infection, and you never know who will be dying out of it. So it's important we stay safe and watch ourselves. Like I said, I need you to survive, you need me to survive, we need each other. So let's be more cautious of those habits and curb them so that this virus will be curbed. Till next time, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, and probably you're watching me, you're already showing symptoms, or you have the full-blown diagnosis of this virus. I pray you recover soonest. Remember, it's not what you have done or what you have not done. It's just a complicated situation. Till next time, stay safe, stay home. Your health is your wealth. Bye-bye.